Yuzo Koshiro is known primarily for his work with the Streets of Rage series, as well as arranging several of the pieces from the more recent live video game orchestras such as Video Games Live. But while the Streets of Rage music is oozing with funky electronica beats, his music in ActRaiser screams classical orchestra, with the lone exception of the extremely upbeat techno piece that plays in the very first action stage. I make no secret of the fact that I love the music of ActRaiser more than anything else, with my personal favorite being the first act of Northwall. In the 90s, a symphonic suite was released, in a limited run of actual orchestral arrangements of the original music. Given the nature of the tunes, it was a perfect translation. Unfortunately, the CD is now out of print and rare to find, though digital copies of the music can be found on the internet. Thank you, Internet. Thank you. Hey, ladies and gents, Scheme Rhythm here with another ActRaiser episode. Well, last time we took care of all of the stuff in Fillmore, in this episode we're taking care of Bloodpool. So, Bloodpool, I don't like Bloodpool. Or at least not Act 1 of Bloodpool. Ooh. Sir Fox, if we destroy all the monsters in this land, people will be able to live here again. Sir Fox, are you ready? May the Force be with you. I gotta work on that. Good lord. Oh, well, I have a whole, like, area to work on that voice. There's something on the plane. Something. So yeah, this is this would be your first introduction to this music, and it's pretty cool. It's just a shame that it has to be in such a crap-ass level. I'm not a fan of Bloodpool Act 1. There's the instant death water here. It's literally death water. And I'm not even making a Proton John reference. I'm thinking more Metalocalypse than Proton John at the moment. But that's what. That thought occurred to me like not too long ago when I was playing this. I was like, holy crap. So, alright, I think this is the checkpoint, which is good because I might be needing this checkpoint. Let's see. Come on. I hate the freaking flying fish. Alright. Alright. So over here is a 1-up that I'm going to be getting repeatedly. This 1-up is what keeps this level from being just awful in my opinion. Because sometimes you can get knocked into an instant death pit by the boss. And when that happens, it's just so annoying. But this boss I figured out not too long ago an easy way to beat it. Just wait till it gets over there, get on the middle, jump over its flame, wait for it to go across and do its thing again, and then when it comes over, wail on it. But I seem to have screwed that up a little bit. And just like that. Now, you can also be impatient and go in and try to wail on him, but you risk getting hit by the fireball in mid-air as you're crossing the gap, because he likes to stay away from you like this. And whenever that happens, it's pretty terrible. So I'm going to use fireball in a second here. Or not. Maybe it won't let me use it whenever I'm being hit. That works too, I guess. Oh, come on. Really? Really, game? Okay, fine, fine. That's what it looks like. Oh, good God, he's actually kicking my ass right now. Stop kicking my ass! I'll make you go for a swim in the purple Kool-Aid if you don't. Okay, I just used up both of my magic spells on him. As long as I play this cool, I should be safe, and I should beat him. Gotta play it cool. 2 hits at a time. Alright, I'm good. See? This is the spot. This is the magical spot. And it doesn't really work if you get on the other side, because you can't really get a good angle at him like this. Oh god, I jumped way too early. It's okay. I'm okay. And I missed that time completely. Ah. It's almost tempting to speed this up, but no. I'm not going to speed it up. Bloodpool I would consider speeding up, like the sim part. There we go, 3 hits. If you time it right, you can get 3 hits. It's a chimera. I like how each stage is themed. I'm going to be talking about that in a later video, but each stage has like this theme to it, like the first area, Fillmore, has the Centaur and the Minotaur as bosses, and this place has like a chimera, and then another thing and then a completely different boss in a second in the second act. But yeah, like I said, I'll talk more about that later. But I'm still so blown away by the music. Holy crap, I only have 37 seconds left. That's horrible. Oh my god. So welcome to Bloodpool. Bloodpool is... I don't know. I like it. Sort of. It doesn't have mansions whenever it's fully built up, but it does get something else that's pretty cool. Marshlands. Basically, you gotta use your sun ability. Before I've used lightning, and sun is another power that you have. They just ask you to dry up the marshlands. But first, I'm gonna move this way, and I gotta use lightning to destroy this stuff over here. And there are dogs barking that hopefully you can't hear on the microphone, but it's very distracting. And I'm gonna shoot a napper bat now. And alright, now the way is clear to the napper bat, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, Bloodpool, I wonder how it got its name. I really just have no idea. It's a really creative name they have here. It's like, hey, oh wow, I should really pay attention to my health there. So I haven't really planned out the route I'm going to take, but there's a limited number of bridges that you're allowed to make in an area to like max it out, and I'm going to try to conform more to that from now on. Okay, that was weird. I heard a dog like cry, like making really high-pitched noises outside. That's just strange. They're trying to sabotage me, man. Alright. No. I want to go ahead and use an offering. Use bridge. Here you go. I just dropped a bridge on you. Now you know how to build bridges, because I think that's how it works. Either divine inspiration, or he drops a bridge on you and you reverse engineer it. Which, oddly enough, I would find the latter option slightly more plausible. Is that weird that I find that more plausible than divine inspiration? Oh, Teddy. Yes, Teddy. That's this one's story arc, is that there's a little boy named Teddy that belongs to the people who like started up the entire Bloodpool area. And well, Teddy wanders off. And so they're worried about him. And this whole story arc basically revolves around Teddy. Ain't it heartwarming? Hold on a second. Okay, no, I did not. I thought I was... You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Just pretend I didn't say anything there. I'm going to... Never mind. Little boy, Teddy. He's actually not a little boy. He's, like... He was their youngest son, so they treat him like a little boy, but he's actually like a grown-ass man. He is old enough to go out and fight for his country. Or city-state, I guess, in this case. city-state consisting of a grand total of 14 people currently. Hey, I'd do it. 14 people? Like, hey. If I don't do it, no, who else will? Huh. Oh, I don't think that people in Fillmore or Bloodpool really have to worry about standing armies, though. I don't know, it's just a hunch. Alright, that monster's lair is finito. Why did I say finito? But yeah, it's done. Yeah, they sealed it without our help. Well, you know, except we kind of told them where to go. And made sure the monsters didn't, like, kill them all before they got there. But, I mean, other than that, it was completely on their own, right? Let's see. Ah, oh, damn it. Not at all what I meant to do. Maybe this won't be a 100%. That's a shame. But, fighting on, fighting on. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna start doing these sim fortunes in super speed. So I'm going to show the necessary stuff in super speed. Oh, look at that! I'm level 6. I'm gonna start doing the sim fortunes in super speed. All right, guys. So I will see you whenever I stop the video. The music currently playing is from the ActRaiser Symphonic Suite that I downloaded from the internet. I would love to pay money for it, except I'm sure that the only prices out there for copies that you can find are probably extorted. Speaking of extorted, I was searching online for copies of the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem that was released in the United States. Not Sacred Stones, but the first one. And I couldn't find a single good price. They're all ridiculous. So... eh. And if you look it up for like almost any old game, I'm not sure if ActRaiser is included or not, I think it is. If you look it up for any old game, you'll find these ridiculous prices, like in the hundreds of dollars. One time I think I saw like $3,000 for a copy of the original Super Mario Brothers. Like who hasn't played the original Super Mario Brothers? You can probably find that shit online for free anyway. I don't know, it's just the prestige, in my opinion, is just not worth it for a video game cartridge. But here we go, we have the Teddy arc starting. Teddy runs away from home and you have to give him a piece of bread to make him come back. And you also have to get wheat from Bloodpool, because they're the first people that can grow wheat, which can support more people than fields of corn, which is what most people start out with. And I think you only need two offerings of wheat to complete the game completely. So we've offered him the bread, and Teddy came back home, and he was investigating the poison lake. And more or less, what he found out was that the red devil monsters that we uncovered by using lightning on those bushes over there, are causing the problems with the lake. And they offer you the skull that can seal their lair. And you have to use that skull to seal the lair and clear up the lake. And then once you clear up the lake, if you use your rain power on the northern half of the lake, you'll actually cause the water to rise, and it'll uncover a source of life for you. Now, this is something I actually completely forgot about. I think I had found this at one point by accident, just because I was like using my powers everywhere. Just because I was like still gushing over the fact that, hey, you got power over the weather and natural disasters. But it's just a cool little thing about this game, I think. So once you seal the last monster lair, which I'm currently working towards doing right now, you will unlock the area boss and the second act of Bloodpool. So enjoy the music, and I will see you guys as soon as the sped up section is done. Okay, I think the only other thing I have to mention is that they produce wheat in infinite amounts. I think you only need 2 pieces of wheat max. So, with that done, I am going to go ahead and head off to fight. So, as I explained earlier, Magical Stardust is awesome, so I'm going to use Magical Stardust in this one, even though I don't have very many magic scrolls to use, but it should be fine. So let's get this done. Sir Fox, if we destroy the monsters in this area, people will no longer be scared of evil. Sir Fox, are you ready? May the Force be with you. Alright, mode 7, yeah. Zooming in on the castle that is obviously European in origin, or in style. So, yeah. First view, not so hard. In fact, the first room, not so hard. The only thing that's kind of in there to... I guess it's kind of just a room to introduce you to the main enemy types in this area. And it does a pretty good job of that. I actually think this level is slightly easier than the one before it. Let's see, extra magic, stupid flying snakeheads, and really simple platforming. I mean, aside from the snakeheads and the statues, this is really not that hard. Of course, I say that as I get hit by the jellies. But this room, for example, your goal is to get to the bottom, and you can avoid all the enemies like that. Oh, this room, though. This room. Okay. But at the very least, they do throw in a full life up at the bottom. So there's... it's not a total waste. I like how your timer restarts at the beginning of every room, though. Because you can see it's 73 here, it goes back up to 200 here. And... I mean, obviously it'd be really, really hard if it didn't. Like, I'm pretty sure even Japanese players who get the ball-in version of every game ever wouldn't be able to do it. And in fact, if you can beat ActRaiser and time it so that it's or beat the stage in like less than 100 seconds, I would like to see it. I'm sure that there's like a speed run or something out there of it, but I mean, I'm just saying. I hate those little guys. The little guys that, like, their range is really good. Like, you have to really... and then the lightning is really hard to predict. Oh, what? What? Okay, let's try this again. Get through this area, kill the little guys. Don't underestimate the timing of the lightning. Or yeah, underestimate's the right word. Pay attention to where the slimes are. I said pay attention to where the slimes are. Let's see. I want that. I want that. I want that up there. I hate this part, though. You have to, like, get the platforming just right, or it doesn't work at all. Like, sometimes the platform doesn't even show up. There we go. I think it was just... I think it was a extra life. I'll have to check the footage. And then these guys, they like to stop right in front of you. So, if you just stop, they won't hit you. Alright, are we... Alright, we're almost at the boss. These guys... Oh yeah, they can do that, can't they? Who doesn't love a nice disappearing platform area? Very, reminds me of Mega Man. A Mega Man area in ActRaiser, huh? Yeah, it's pretty strange. And a health up, exactly what we needed. And just pay attention whenever you're going along with those guys. Oh gosh. Going into the boss with this much health. Okay, meet the wizard. So I'm going to be using Magical Stardust on him. See, look at that. 7 hits on him. He's almost dead, which is good because we get to show it whenever he gets to below half health, he transforms into a werewolf. Which we can also just spam with... Never mind. Alternatively, you can just outlast him, because by that point you can hit him more often than he can hit you. And that's Bloodpool Act 2 clear. Sweet. Alright, guys. Ha! Sir Fucks. No longer have monsters in Bloodpool. Teddy returned from the old castle carrying a precious scroll. Guess what this scroll has? This scroll has a source of magic. Haha! Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and try to direct them to make a pathway to the next area real quick. Or to, never mind. Okay, so at the end, after you beat the boss of Bloodpool, the people start fighting. And they won't build until you've found a way to calm them down. Which brings us to the next area. So... Oh, look at that. Never mind, they were able to complete the road. So, this means that Fillmore can now produce wheat without you having to bring anything to him. So, let's see if Fillmore... I think Fillmore is still maxed out. Yep. So, guys, I will see you on the next Let's Play ActRaiser, when we will go on to the next area, the desert town, Cassandora. See you then.